Hello guys and welcome to our brand new video. Today I'm here with Rurouni Kenshin episode number 21 reaction. Okay, the previous episode we started a new story, like in literal sense, because Kenshin is telling us a story, and he talks about one of his past experiences when, like, Yahiko was like, "Oh, tell me a a story where good triumphs over evil." One of those stories that you went through. He was like, "All right, let me tell you a story." And in this story, he was in, I think, Yokohama. I think that was where he was, wasn't it? I've forgotten the name. And he was like visiting there when a certain thing happens. He comes across a doctor, like a foreign doctor, and she is actually like treating people over there for, like, who cannot pay, who are cannot afford to pay. She was treating them for free and everything. That's why she gets involved with, like, the local doctor over there, who is basically someone like a bully type of person, who just, like who's made this like a whole business. That is why he's not happy that she is doing this for free. So that whole situation, typical thing, and Genshin gets involved in it. And yeah, now there is also this one guy who wants to fight Genshin. He is like someone who's like has this crazy thing, like, in look in his eye, and he's one of those crazy people, and he has been hired to take care of Genshin and that lady doctor, because obviously they are a thorn in his side. So yeah, that is where it kind of ended. So let's see what happens today in this episode. Oh, in the end, Kenshin realized that the doctor was a girl because she was like wearing like a mask. He didn't know that, and let's get to see why she is hiding her identity, and what happens after that. So let's begin episode number 21. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it whichever is your preference, and let's begin. All right, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Right, this dude. Okay. Whoa, wait. Oh my god. Oso and Toso. Bro, he's he's he has okay. Oh my god. Wow. This is some next level nastiness. Wow. Damn. Bruh. Yep. He's just gonna. Yep, he's a fencer. Yep. Yeah, it's a rapier. It isn't really a rapier, I guess. Like, it has like a twisted. Well. Damn! His whole club is broken. Hmm. All right. Okay. Mm. Meiji Souls Action Zero Part 2. Yep. Yeah, so the reason, like I just said this in the previous episode, that is why she, like dresses up like that so that people don't, like, yep. Uh, yeah. Mm. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, like it's problem even if she doesn't put the mask, it's problem if she puts on the mask. So Hmm. Yeah. What's Yeah. Hmm. Wait, who's this? Is this when he became Hmm. What the Wait, what? Oh no, it's like a trap or something. Oh no, it's a trap. They've been led into a trap. Uh, oh my god, here we go. Bro, you're attacking a. Well, stop! What? What? Bro, he twisted. What the hell? Yo! Oh my god. Okay, one thing I realized, his sword isn't really made to kill. Like, it's like, it didn't even kill that other guy, you remember? Or, he twists the. Hmm. What? Yeah, there he is. Oh, that's why he came back. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. All right, let's see your how good you are. Hmm. One off. Yep, there's more like him. That's a Sakala, that's not a katana. Oh boy. Yeah, I just realized he didn't kill the other guy as well, if you remember. He's just smoking the pipe. Okay. Yeah. Okay. He moved back as much as he. That's smart. I'll talk about this later, what he did. He waited up until the final moment. The guy thought that there was a certain range, but Kenshin went behind that. That's crazy. He spiral framed. Damn. Hello? Oh, he's twisting himself. Oh my god. Bro. Yeah, he's twisting himself to make it more I guess. Okay. Bro. He's, oh no. Oh. Okay, but I'm sure he can count. Ooh. Oh boy. Bruh. Damn. He used his own pipe. Yeah, and he used the force back at him. Oh, thing is broken. Yeah, that sword cannot kill. It's not a katana, so yeah, if it could cut, he would have been cut already. Hmm. Current, so yeah. Oh my god, bro, what the hell? Hello? Um, Bro, yeah, ride the wind. Are you stupid? It's also going to infect you as well. This guy. No, I grabbed it. Use a broken wheel to. It's like, bro, yeah, sorry, dude. I don't want to get involved in this nonsense. Oh boy. Wait, why is his head bandaged? Didn't he get hit in his stomach? Hmm. 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 Espiral, okay. Hmm. Okay. But it's a different sword style. Hmm. Okay. Where is Dankichi? There he is. Yeah. Oh, her voice. Hmm. Yeah, she did mention that. Remember when she said that you're mentally stressed out? That's why you cannot taste. Yeah, and that's how he went to, like, Kaoru, went to that place, and hmm, hmm. Oh, that ended quickly. Is there an after credit scene? There must be. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I was wondering. Wait, what? Fu- it just Yeah. Wait, 5 days? Okay. His taste. Yeah. But he can taste it now. I thought like a lot of time passed after that, and that's why he became. Yeah, but 5 days? Like, I guess that's why. Okay. Yeah, it's not that. Hmm. Like, he has been living with Karu and everyone for quite a while. So I guess like that is why, like, I was thinking like, okay, that's it. Um, that is it. I was thinking like that happened like 2 or 3 years ago or something, and then he, like, like, came here after that and all that, and that's why, like, since it was a long time ago, his whole thing became okay. His taste and smell, all that, because he is a lot more at peace now. That's what I thought. He says that it's 5 days ago, like, before he met Kaulu, 5 days ago. So again, I'm not really sure, like, from, like, obviously he met Kaori in episode 1, and this is episode 22 or something like that. So 21. So I'm not sure how much long passed after that, after from episode 1 to this episode. I'm guessing it's probably at least 2 or 3 months have passed between that time. So, like within that time, I'm guessing he little by little like attained peace, and his, like his stress related, him not being able to smell and taste, that was fixed because of that. Yeah, but 5 days like before he met Kaoru, that was surprising. I wasn't expecting that though. At least I thought it would be like a year or two. 5 days, wow, that's crazy. That's like a very recent episode, like a very recent like thing that happened here. Okay, so yeah, this episode we get to see Espiral, that's his name, Kenshin fighting Espiral. And yeah, like obviously it was a bit surprising seeing that he was a type of like Espiral was just a person who just wanted to fight against Kenshin. He had no plans on like shedding blood, as we get to see. And I was like wondering when he fought against, that dude, the bodyguard guy, he didn't really harm him or wound him or kill him, which did surprise me. I didn't really think much of that at that point of time. But then when we saw him, threatening Elder, Dr. Elder, and then when Kenshin was like, okay, let's fight, he is like, okay, and puts her down, and then he says, I'm sorry for doing that. That like immediately I was like, okay, so he's probably someone who doesn't really want to like shed any blood. He just wants like a proper fight between him and Kenshin. That's all he wants. He probably won't be someone who would try to kill Kenshin or try to kill anyone. He's just someone who wants to test his skills. And yeah, as we got to see in the end, he he doesn't let that guy, that doctor guy, to do what he wants by spreading the smallpox virus. He stops that, and he says like, like my whole thing is over. Like I've lost. Like don't try to tarnish my loss. Um, and there you go, and everything worked out okay after that. So yeah, that was this episode. And like I said, it was surprising to see that SPL will join the doctor now, like go along with her and help out people, and act as her bodyguard or whatever. So yeah, I do wonder if we'll meet him again, because I'm guessing this is canon. I'm guessing this is part of the canon story. If it is, then there is a possibility that we might actually meet him in the future, Espiral, because I don't know. He's someone who, as he says, he was lost in his way, but now he has found it. So that in itself makes me think maybe there's a possibility in some way down the line in the future, if this is part of the canon story, we will meet him. I'm pretty sure this is part of the canon story, because as we know, this rebooted no, what is it called, this remake, like like no, rebooted, isn't it? This is it. No, this is not a reboot. What is this? A remake? No, whatever it is called, this Rurouni Kenshin is supposed to be the, like the version where everything will be canon, unlike I think the original one. That is the one that came out a long time ago, which followed the manga or whatever the source material is up until a certain point and then went on its own way, I think, as far as I know. Kind of like Full Metal Alchemist. That's what happened. And then just like how Full Metal Alchemist got Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, which followed the source material. As far as I know, this Rurouni Kenshin is supposed to be something like that. Like a version that follows their source material. So just based on that, I'm guessing this is part of the canon story. Or I don't know. Let's see. Right. Okay, now there was this episode. Okay, let's talk about this episode scene by scene. In the beginning part of the episode, we get to see Espiral, like, is very happy that he's going to find the last samurai, and and him thinking, like him being the last swordsman, as he says. He's like, yeah, this is like I want this. I want to like test my test my limits against him. also, this freaking guy, the doctor, he had a like a vial of, what did he say, smallpox virus, yeah. So he's like, oh, if we need money, we can just like spread this around the whole city and make patients, and then that's how we get money, that's how we get extra money. Wow, imagine, just, good god, this is like some next level, I don't know what to say, shamelessness or whatever. Like, obviously we did know that he is a corrupt doctor. He charged extra money from people, people who have no way to like hire him. He didn't do anything to help them and all that stuff. We knew all of that, and we also knew that he was hiring this guy to take care of Kenshin, and all of that was bad. But what it does next, like I said, with the whole smallpox virus thing, is like in some next level shamelessness. Imagine a doctor infecting or spreading some virus in a place just so that more people become a victim to that and he can earn money. Just imagine that scenario. Like I said, everything that he did in the previous episode was bad enough, but this episode, the stunt that he pulled, it makes him into like a new level of trash human being. Wow, I couldn't believe my eyes what he was saying there. He was like, oh, just if you need money, just make more patients, and then we can like gain money for like that. Oh my god. And yeah, like obviously smallpox is infectious among humans. It was feared as a lethal disease. And I think like smallpox has been, as far as I know, it has been eradicated, hasn't it? Wait a minute, let me just check. As far as I remember, yep, smallpox has been eradicated. But in 1980, World Health Assembly declared. Like, but before that, it was a very bad thing. Yeah, and so nowadays people don't have smallpox. It's been totally wiped out. But it's back then, it was a very lethal disease, and he was like, oh, like if we need more people, like money, we can just make patients by doing this. Wow, that is just okay. So all that is happening, and now he's like he hires SPL, and he's like oh, he doesn't seem strong, like, can we test him? So SPL has a little battle with his bodyguard, and we can see that he's a fencer. The way he fights is like like this, and there's another, like like he twists his sword or rapier, whatever you call it, and his rapier has like a very twisty type of a design, which helps to like like use the force against the enemy and all that. And so Espinal fights against this guy, and like I said, I didn't expect him to be actually an honorable person. I thought he would be again one of those nasty villains who are like just kills for the sake of it, But I was surprised when we saw the battle and he attacked the dude, the bodyguard, and defeated him. He broke his whole club and just twisted him and threw him down. But other than that, nothing else happened. He's alive and well, which made me a little bit surprised. I was like, okay, that's interesting. He didn't really kill him or anything because, like, according to how animes go, or like, how the anime trope is, in these type of scenarios, usually the bad guy just kills the other guy just for the fun, just for the sake of it. So seeing him actually not killing him made me a little bit surprised, but, yeah, I wasn't expecting that. Right. And now we obviously know, like, he isn't a type of person who would kill for the sake of it. He just wanted to fight against Kenshin. That was like truly his like only goal. And yeah, so anyways, that was that. And now we get to see Kenshin talking with Dr. Elder. And I said this in the previous episode. I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure she is hiding her identity because she, back in the days, if it was a lady who was a doctor, people would not really like look at you in a good way. They would not really pay you any kind of, like, like they'll just what's that word, they'll not take you seriously. Yeah, that's the word. That's what happened back in the days. And I'm guessing I said this in the previous episode. I was like, I'm guessing she probably tried to, like, heal people and help people out, but people never took her seriously. Or, like, whenever she used to come to help people, everyone would be like, oh, it's a lady, it's a girl, like. And back in the days, all those stuff. So going through all of that, I was like, that is probably why she puts on a mask, changes her voice, and like puts on like heels and stuff so that she looks tall, and tries to act as a man. Otherwise, people will not take her seriously at all. And that's why she's doing this. And yeah, she literally says that. She says that. She tells Kenshin that, like, this is what happens. And Kenshin's like, oh, so even in like Western, like, like countries, this is also a thing. And she's like, yeah. And she's like, that is why I do this. And Kenshin says, like, I saw like people looking at you and telling that, oh, what type of doctor is he, wearing a mask, that's shady and everything. So it's such a problem. You wear the mask, it's a problem. You take out the mask, it's a problem. So what are you even supposed to do? Anyways, but she doesn't, like, pay heed to that. She just does what she wants to do, and she just helps people. So either way, yeah. And she says, if there's a world behind this mask where everyone can live in good health, then this is nothing to me. I can handle this criticism or whatever people throw at me. And Kenshin kind of like takes that to heart, because obviously his way of looking at the whole situation was also kind of like that, as we get to see in the later part of the flashback. So, and then he's like, okay, like, like, and then Kenshin leaves. Kenshin's like, yeah, obviously I know that you're a lady, I cannot really stay here. So he goes on his way, and you can see while he's going, he thinks of his past, where, okay, I don't really know who this guy is, but whoever this person is, he is probably someone who brought Kenshin into, as he says, here he says that, okay, where's that part? I've heard about you, but I didn't think it actually existed. Have you ever slain men with this Hiten Misrigiri? This person, whoever this person is, he was probably the one who asked Kenshin this and brought Kenshin into this whole thing. And Kenshin says, yeah, that no, obviously at this point of time, she wasn't really a killer. And then he says, like, then do you think you can slay men? And Kenshin says that if there is an era where everyone can live at ease beyond my bloodstained blade and the lives of the victims, then yes. And obviously this kind of coincides with the same thing that the doctor said as well. If there's a world behind this mask where everyone can live in good health, then I can take, the criticism and everything. And yeah, he got reminded of him in the same situation as her. Anyways, and he was supposed to give the letter to her, but he forgot that. That's why he went back, which kind of worked out perfectly here, because we get to see Dankichi came here, and Dankichi was like told that he was supposed to bring Dr. Elder to some place. And that's why Dr. Dankichi came in. Obviously, Dankichi did not know that this was a trap. So they go to this place, and in the middle of the street, Espriel is waiting for them. And Espriel just does the whole, the thing, the rotating thing. And damn, the whole rickshaw just twists, and the whole rickshaw falls and just breaks. Dankichi falls down, Dr. Elder falls down. And he's like, where's Kenshin? Where's the samurai? So, obviously Kenshin wasn't there, but, he starts threatening them, and he's like, bring me to Kenshin, I want to fight him or whatever. And Kenshin comes in. Kenshin was coming back, like we got to see, to hand over the letter. So yeah, Kenshin comes back, and at the beginning he was like, come fight me, Kenshin. But Kenshin's like, I don't do that anymore. But then he starts threatening Dr. Elder, and that is why Kenshin's like, all right, fine, let's do it then. And here's where I realized that he's probably not a like a completely hopeless person who has gone too far, because when he like puts down Dr. Elder, he was like, I'm sorry for that, you know. Like that made me realize, like, yeah, even in the previous scene he didn't really kill that bodyguard, and now he's apologizing. So he's probably a person who is lost in his way. He's not too far gone, you know. He can be brought back, that kind of thing. He's just lost in his way, as we get to see in the end. The doctor says, Dr. Elder says that you're just lost. Right. Anyways, and the battle begins, and this part, like I said, this part is very interesting. You see, like, what happens. Espriel's way of fighting is very interesting. He twists his own body to bring out the rotational force, and since his rapier is also like a spiral kind of thing, it also like helps to rotate the thing, I'm guessing. So he, obviously, when you're going to fight using a rapier, you're supposed to judge the range and the distance, because like you're actually kind of stabbing it like this. You're not like bringing it like this or this. So range matters very much. And this part is very interesting. Like I said, Kenshin was just waiting there, and he takes like a gauge of the distance and the range, and he comes and like kind of not shoots, but kind of like just thrusts the rapier towards Kenshin, knowing that, oh, he's here, I need to thrust this much to reach him. That's the calculation he probably made in his mind. What's interesting here is like Kenshin waits up until the very last moment, and then he steps back, because that throws him off his like whole like calculation. Because if he dodged even like a second earlier, Kenshin, he probably would have realized that and adjusted his range again and properly hit him. But the fact that he jumped at the last moment made him misjudge the range. Because you can see he thrusts, and it's like almost hitting Kenshin here. That is when he steps back, which makes him throws him off his guard, and he wasn't able to properly calculate the range that he's supposed to thrust, because Kenshin moves at the last moment. But he keeps like thrusting, and Kenshin keeps doing the same thing, dodging it like that. And this is crazy. I knew that Kenshin was going to just one-shot him somehow, and there you go, that's what he does. Like, he literally stands on top of his rapier, and then Espriel is like, alright, you know what, I'm going to show you my ultimate special technique, and he twists himself like this. And yeah, he himself starts rotating with his sword and thrusts towards him. Kenshin stops it with his sheath, which obviously twists him as well. But he just brings it back towards him. He, within that twisting motion, he takes out his sword and just whacks him in the stomach. And since he was rotating at the same time, it increases his force at which he attacks. So yeah, he just immediately like defeated him like this, and he just fell down, couldn't move, and he sees that his rapier is broken. So he's like, yeah, I've lost. And he's like, yeah, you know what, kill me. Kenshin's like, come on, man, didn't you realize, like, my sword isn't really for killing. It's a sakawato. I made it specially so that it cannot kill. And he's like, this is my sword now. And he has been, up until now, Espriel has been talking about the sword being the soul of a samurai, and yeah, so he has been saying that and all that, and that is why he's like, okay, so this is your soul now. Your soul now is a soul which doesn't take lives. It's like the sakabato. And yeah, so that is your current soul. There you go. So there you go. All is done, And this freaking guy, the doctor guy, he's like, okay, you lost, so what? I have this smallpox thing, and throws it to the ground. I was like, come on, man, are you that stupid? You think, like, what did he think? Like, it's going to spread to him as well. But I don't know, man. Whatever he, like, just crazy. Anyways, he throws it and it's going to hit the ground. At first, Elder tries to stop it, but she cannot. Um, it falls on the hand of that other guy, and Elder is like, "Oh, be careful! That's the small paw. It's a very dangerous, like like a very dangerous thing." He gets so scared he throws it away, and it was finally going to fall down. But in the end, Espiral comes and stops it from falling. And Espiral is like, "Stop it now. The score has been settled. Do not tarnish my loss." And then the doctor tries to run away, but Dankichi stops him. And the guy, that other guy, the guy who, the mustached guy, he was like, "Okay, man, sorry, I want to fight, man. Like, it's over. I surrender." Right. It's crazy to see, like, you saw in the first part of the episode, he was so confident. He was like, like, we have Espiral, like, he's one of the best people. And Genshin just one-shots him. I love that part when he sees what happened. His whole pipe drops down. He was smoking his pipe. His pipe falls from his hand and drops down on the ground. And he's like, "What the hell? My best person got one-shotted." Oh my god. Right. Anyways, so here, after that, Espiral falls unconscious. When he wakes up, he sees the doctor is taking care of him, and he says, like, where's that part? "In an era where swords are going extinct, I sought to be the strongest at the sword. However, even that was squashed in front of an Eastern samurai." And Elder says a very interesting thing here. Okay, where is that part? Where she talks about the map and everything? Okay, no, where is that? Just a minute, let me go back. Here we go. "When your goals are too large, you tend to get lost." Nobody would ever carry a map of Japan just to tour Yokohama, would they? That is such a good analogy. Like, that is such a good analogy, like the way she says that. She says, like, if you have such a big goal, sometimes you get lost. Obviously, to tour Yokohama, you won't carry the map of Japan, would you? You'd carry the map of Yokohama. You cannot, like, go in the proper way looking at a map of Japan trying to tour Yokohama. So, bite-sized, small goals. Have smaller goals, and then, spread it to a bigger goal. That was what she was saying, obviously. And he says, like, "I have gotten lost along the way." Because, sometimes when your goals are such bigger than, like, such so big that it's like, like, sometimes bigger than life. Yeah, as she said, you tend to get lost. Things like world peace, or, like, making sure everyone lives a happy life. All these goals, which are very big, sometimes, and it applies to Kenshin as well. Kenshin's goal, as we got to see, obviously, he was like, "I want to see a day where, like, even though my hands are stained in blood, everyone else can live peacefully." That is a big goal, just like how Espiral's goal was to become one of the strongest, swordsmen. Again, that is also a very big goal. In the era where swordsmanship and samurais are going extinct, he wanted to be the best one. So that is why, like, the doctor is like, "Yeah, just make smaller goals." Sometimes if your goal is too big and you try to steer through that, you get lost. You became lost. So if you want to do Yokohama, you won't really take a map of Japan, would you? You take a map of Yokohama. So instead of taking the map to Japan, take a map of Yokohama, even in, like, from here onwards as well. And like I said, it applies to Kenshin as well. This whole thing also applies to Kenshin. Right. Later on, they say goodbye. Kenshin tells goodbye to Elder and Espiral. Espiral says that, "Yeah, I have decided to go along with Dr. Elder and, like, help people out. I'll be her bodyguard and all that." And he shows his new katana, not katana, but his new sword. And he's like, I've switched to this, like, this, type of sword. Yeah, so he's like, there you go. And then, yeah, they say goodbye, they shake hands. And Dr. Elder was like, yeah, I'm happy that you have come to see us off. And then she sees like everyone else is also here, like Dankichi and all the other people. They're saying goodbye to her, thanking her. Yeah. And finally, we get to see Dr. Elder take out her mask, and she's like, thanks, guys. I'll be back again. Then they shake hands, Kenshin and her. And then she says, like, your scar, like it somehow looks like it was created recently, even though that is not the case, I guess. Your mind and your body are connected far more deeply and powerfully than you might imagine. And we saw that she said the same thing before as well, when Kenshin said that I cannot taste things. Yeah, and she says like you should settle down somewhere, like maybe that will help you out. And at first Kenshin was like, yeah, you know what, I appreciate the thought, but I have to carry this scar along with me and my past, but I'll keep your advice in mind. And she's like, yeah, and then they say goodbye to each other, and there you go. And that was the end of the story. And as soon as he he told his story, they were like, wait a minute, when did this happen? And he's like, oh, it happened 5 days ago before I came here. And they're like, wait, what? 5 days ago? That's very recent. And as soon as he says that, Meguma's like, wait a minute. So just a sec, let me check something. And she checks his eyes and like his tongue and everything. And she's like, are you okay? Like you cannot like smell properly, you said, and taste sometimes. But you said that you can taste the tea this time. And he's like, yeah, like I can taste the tea now. It's delicious. And obviously here Megumi realized that, oh, it's probably because he came and settled down here. Just like that doctor said, like, yeah, he just had to find a place to stop. And he was able to find that. And that's why he is a lot more less stressed out, and his mental health is a lot better now that he has found a place to just stop. Yeah. And that's where it ended. So there you go. That was this episode. Okay, so these two episodes were like a mini story, as we saw. And yeah, it was a nice story, but I think we're going to go back into the main story after this. How many episodes would this have? I think 24, wasn't it? Rurouni Kenshin. I'm pretty sure I checked how many episodes this would have, even in the previous episode reactions, and I just forgot about it. Yeah, 24. So this was episode 21, so 3 more episodes, 22, 23, 24. I do wonder if we're going to go into another new arc or something within these 3 episodes. Is that even possible? Maybe. Let's see. Here's the thing. I feel like it is time for Saito Hajime to come. We've been seeing him in the ending song for so long. I'm pretty sure that's Saito Hajime. I might be wrong though. I think it is him. If that's him, then I feel like it's time for him to come. Episode 22 has already come out. I haven't seen it still. I'll do it next week. So I'm not sure if we're going to go into Saito Hajime's part of the story, but if that's the case, that'll be very good. I'm looking forward to that. Again, like I said, I don't know what we're going to do, but seeing him in the ending song so many times, I think that he will at least show his face in this season. Maybe in the next season we'll get to know more about him, but this season I feel like we might get to see at least a glimpse of him. Let's see. Anyway, so that is it. Thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed, comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that is it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Rurouni Kenshin. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.